All right, I think it says we're live. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Survivor What If. Today we're going to be discussing Survivor 50 episodes 3 and 4. I'm here today with Sam and Joey. How are y'all doing today?
Hello.
Hello. I'm pretty good. I just got back from a big trip for spring break and my body is tired. Yeah. But I'm happy to be here.
And I just woke up.
So did I. Everyone watching out there, I think my voice sounds really bad. I kind of threw out my voice yesterday hosting the Challenge Wisconsin too. So my voice is a little worn out today. So it's going to be pretty fun with that. And I also just woke up. But, I mean, I'm always a wreck when I wake up. So, like, this is like, yeah. All right. Without further ado, today we're going to be talking about Survivor 50 episodes 3 and 4. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun stuff to talk about. So I think we should just get started, right?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, we get to episode 3. And I saw most of this at the Milwaukee watch party that Andrea had with Coach, Jerry, and Ben Katzman from 46. And honestly, it's good. I mean, I need to get a video because I got a mini interview with Coach. Like, he gave me permission to post on YouTube. So, like, I need to eventually get that video up there because I keep forgetting. But, I'm trying to remember if it started with the swap or if it started with, like, tribe talk. Because I know it was right after Savannah gets voted off. So, like, everyone's kind of like...
I will say, it did start with a little bit of, like, tribe stuff from Zila.
Yes.
Because
thank you. Yeah, that's what I was trying to remember.
if you remember correctly, from the episode at least, is that they think they're gonna swap. And only 2 people know about Nidal.
I mean, it's a pretty big one.
Yeah.
And only what about Idol?
Only
oh,
two
yeah, the
people.
Idol, because this is right after they... Yeah, because they hit Christian and Devins hit that Idol in Tribal Council, which I'm surprised it hasn't come up a lot, considering the fact that like Christian literally goes back to Tribal Council in episodes 3 and 4, so it's kind of like... I'm surprised it never came up.
I also can be like, it's like his and Rick's thing. And like Rick's not there. So like, and it was me like Rick's, it's kind of like Rick's baby almost. So like it'd be weird for like it to center around Christian when it was mainly Rick who like came up with the idea. So I do kind of see why it hasn't been mentioned yet. I do hope it like pays off at like merge if they both make it. But like, yeah, I think all we can do is really wait and see.
Yeah, so the whole Idol thing literally causes so much shenanigans for this episode, though, even though it's not really mentioned that much, because not for the Idol itself, but more so the knowledge of it. Because I just remember this now, kind of flipping through the episode to double check it. But they tell Suri, and then they're about to tell Emily, but Emily's around other people that they don't want to know. Cough, cough, Joe. So they're trying to get Emily alone, and they just can't. So later on in the episode, when they get to the challenge, or the challenge site area, whatever you want to call it, the meeting up, the summit, whatever, they tell them, yeah, there's a swap, and Jeff Probst says this cringy ass rap I'll talk about in a second. But literally, they tell her, or they try to tell Emily, but then Christian has to tell her right as they're swapping, like, hey, there's an idol. We haven't gotten to tell you yet. And then Emily gets so annoyed with this. And I'm kind of like, to Christian, I'm kind of like, why didn't you just tell Emily? You tried to tell her earlier and you didn't get a chance to because she was around Joe. It kind of feels like you should have just told her, hey, we couldn't tell you earlier because you were around Joe, but we have an idol situation that we'll tell you later. Or about Aubrey having the idol, I think is what it was, right?
Yeah.
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 I mean, it was I mean, I understand why he said it like that. It was a very split second, like he has to say something because they're about to swap and can't explain, because the problem is, as well, is like he can't expose the fact that he knows this to everyone else on the tribe. Granted, 2 other people also know it, but yet again, there's still like 2 or so other people. I'm trying to count in my brain. There's still like 2 other people who are like, no, they're not allowed to know. Do you think it's interesting though how Emily takes it? Just getting the knowledge at first though, because it's like Christian's an ally, and and she's like, why didn't he tell me earlier? And it's like, I don't know how much time they truly have on the beach or whatever for this, but the fact that he's telling you period is kind of enough to be like, okay, he's trusting me with this information, which is like, it's nice, it's good.
But like, I can also see the other statement where it's like, you're like, be like, okay, swapping tribes, what's gonna happen? Like, nerves are there, and then someone whispers to you, "Oh yeah, this person has an idol." Your first reaction isn't gonna be like, "Oh, thanks for telling me." It's gonna be, "What the fudge? Like, why didn't you tell me this earlier?" Like, I can see why Emily said that. It's also Emily Flippin. Like, she's just a chaotic mess of a character, of a Survivor player, and we all love it. And it definitely showed this episode. And it's just, I don't know. I just feel like it was just a bad situation. Christian just wanted something to be like, hey, just in case, like, you can use this if you're on a tribe with Aubrey. Turns out no one got swapped with Aubrey, which is very funny.
Yeah, quite literally.
The only person who did was Joe, and he didn't know anything.
Right. I mean, no shade to Joe, but when does Joe know stuff? Like, I mean,
No.
I feel like Joe was just so off the pulse for this season, and like literally the fact that he's gotten like jack shit for content in this episode and episode 4 kind of shows me he's I just don't think he's winning at this point.
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I was gonna say this is something I've been like, I don't know if they're just trying to make it. I feel like Joe's gonna make it far because they're like trying to give him screen time while also like it's just more of like a reminder, like, hey, this person exists, and like because like obviously his tribe, let's be honest, it's quite boring. The only thing I think they have, no, that's the other. Is that no? Wait.
No, they have Coach.
They have. Oh, it's the Coach tribe.
No, yeah, Joe. No, because we'll get to it. But Joe's like swap tribe is with Coach, is with Colby, it's with Genevieve.
Oh my gosh, he's
it's
okay.
with Aubrey. It's
yeah,
with Chrissy.
No.
Quite literally, the only person on the tribe I feel like hasn't done too much is Tiffany.
Yeah. I don't know what they're trying to plan with Tiffany. I don't. If Tiffany wins this season and they don't edit her for the first like 4 episodes, that's going to be insane. But like, yeah, the only real thing that's going on with that tribe is Genevieve and Aubrey's rivalry. That's it.
Right. And it's like with Genevieve and Aubrey, it's like it's still the same thing I said the last couple episodes, where even though they're clearly like showing that Genevieve's in a better spot, Genevieve's playing the better game, it just kind of feels like they're trying to show that like Aubrey's gonna somehow win out. It's like I don't know. It's like it's like most seasons I feel like I'd be enticed to see Aubrey like doing good in a game, but it's like this season is just kind of like I'd rather see Genevieve. Like especially if you know that like Aubrey was the last minute replacement when Amanda dropped out. It's like I just kind of rather would have seen Amanda.
Let the girls fight.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like put him in like freaking Sumo at Sea. Have him go ahead.
I'm very excited just because they're just clearly so against each other to the point where it's like it's not even subtle. That I'm excited to see where it goes because they've been showing it a lot.
Get like a brainy girl with glasses, and then Genevieve will be like, "Nah, get him banned. Get him banned."
You wear glasses? No trust.
She would have had a field day with Wentworth. No, I love Genevieve. Like the fact that Genevieve made it this far, because I heard a rumor pregame that she was like the first one out or one of the first 2. So I was like genuinely telling a friend of mine that I was so mad when I heard this. And then the fact she made it, she's still in it at this current time of filming, and it makes me so happy because Genevieve is such a great player. So
yeah, I am worried for her long stay though. Like we'll talk about episode 5, what's happening, but I don't really see. I feel like that's where this rivalry will probably come to play. And I'm worried Genevieve, as it's all the signs are pointing to her, she loses this battle and she's probably going to get voted out next episode, which sucks because she's very entertaining and also has drawn the worst possible straws with stuff that has happened to her, which normally would be a great thing. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see for that.
Okay, I know we kind of went past the swap at this point. Can we talk again about how cringy that fucking rap was that Jeff did?
I found it
like he's trying to
so
he should have listened to fucking Wendell. He shouldn't have listened to Chris Noble. He should have listened to Wendell. Like, seriously. Like, stop making songs on Survivor, Jeff. We're not in kindergarten.
Kids?
We're not in kindergarten, Jeff.
I can rap too. No, he does something that
rap the ABCs.
If you've seen Unraveled or by Brian David Gilbert, there's something he says in that specifically about specific raps, and it's what we like to call educational rap flow, where someone's rapping at a cadence where it'd be fitting to have like an anti-drug line in there somewhere. Like you could put an anti-drug line in there and it'd make perfect sense in context. Like, welcome back to Survivor. Weed is bad. I can't do it. But like, you get what I'm saying.
Let me see if I can pull up the lyrics.
Yes. No, literally, I just want to say this, Jeffrey, respectfully, the fans did not vote for musical renditions of songs in Survivor. I don't think the fans voted for celebrity cameos either. So, Jeffrey, take a step back. Actually, maybe I couldn't make him take a step back. This is inflatable, by the way.
Oh, no, not the balloon.
Huh?
Not the hammer.
Not the hammer.
I can grab my golf club.
Here is the hammer. I'm putting it down, Jeffrey.
Look, all I'm saying is I know what I'm using for next karaoke night.
Karaoke.
I will say I might be as much as I don't like these celebrity cameos, the two that have happened so far, I haven't minded. I just felt like they were unnecessary. Like, I think the Boomerang Idol is a great idea for an idol. Like,
look, hot take, I'd like the Billie Eilish Boomerang Idol. I
don't like that it's Billie Eilish's, but I like the idea of the Boomerang Idol. And having Zach Brown come in, do spearfishing, it's cool, okay? It's good TV for, like, people who aren't...
Well, that's episode 4. We're jumping ahead now.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, my bad.
No, you're good.
Yeah, Billie Eilish,
Yeah, no, I agree with that. It's like, I don't think it's a bad idea for a twist. The issue I have is that, again, it's kind of attributed to Billie Eilish, which, I mean, again, if she's a Survivor fan, good for her. If she, like, maybe sponsored the show or something, I don't know. But it's more so the fact that the person at hand doesn't even get... I think, if anything, the person should be able to... As if it's a boomerang, you hold in your hand first, then you throw it at a target, then it eventually comes back at you. So I feel like it'd make more sense if you used it, then it went to someone else of your choosing, then it comes back to you. Which maybe I'm overcomplicating it more, but it just kind of feels like for certain players that we'll talk about later on, like they don't even get a chance to use it because there's a large chance they just won't be able to use it. And the fact that it's kind of been confirmed in these 2 episodes, like these are the idols of the season. It's kind of like, why can't we just get a regular idol?
I hope the regular idols come back and merge. Like, that's kind of what I'm hoping. I'm hoping, like, these are like the tribe idols, but then once merge hits, they'll have our normal idols.
Yeah. Well, I do think they'll switch back.
Who are they gonna boomerang it to? Mike Bloom? Like,
yeah.
Hey Jeff, here's an idol.
Throws it at his face, just goes out. I guess I won the money. Oh my gosh. So I do know on Kahlo after the swab, I do remember the scene because I'm just sifting through the episode now. Chrissy gets told by Coach that she's been too much and that she needs to simmer down a bit. And Chrissy starts crying. And I remember reading something on Twitter where someone flat out says, like, if I was told by Coach I'm being too much, I'd start crying too.
Oh, it's because it's Coach.
It's good.
Here's the
Coach,
thing.
who is the
I do
mayor
love
of being
Coach.
too much.
Yeah.
Can I just say this? I do think Coach is actually playing a lot better of a game than he normally or I shouldn't say normally, but he's playing a lot better of a game. Like he's starting out really well, integrating himself very well. Like both pre-swap and post-swap, he seems to be on a majority right now. Like he's playing everything really well. So like I gotta give a lot of credit to Coach because I wasn't sure going in if he was gonna put himself in a good spot, and I was more worried that his antics were just gonna annoy everyone, like Q in 46. And he was just going to get an early boot, which I was like, wouldn't have been good for Coach. But now seeing that Coach is still alive and like how great especially in this episode, I feel like showed a lot of great stuff for Coach. By the way, hi, Devin.
Hi, Devin.
Howdy.
Well, yeah, says, but yeah, Coach is doing really good too. So I'm honestly really surprised. So that reminds me, I need to put up that interview I did with him. It's like a 2-minute one, but sorry, I have ADHD right now.
I will also say, going to that tribe for the tribe swap, I feel like people could have bet money and like life savings that Coach, Joe, and Colby would track to each other by having the thing of we're moral.
Did he say tracked or attract?
Attract.
That's like the most obvious thing ever.
Yeah, it's the most. Yeah, it's such an obvious like, hey, we're working together at least for like this portion of the game. Like it was so like you could have predicted.
I will say about the Coach and Chrissy scene though. I feel like Coach went away about it the worst way. Though, and how he told her instead of being like, hey, look, other people on our tribe were wanting to target you because people found you. Instead, he just went up to her and was like, yeah, you were too much on the other tribe, which is like, I get selling her for your own sake and for your own alliance, but literally telling her in this way, and it might have been cut. It likely had been cut.
Probably.
Where he doesn't say, well, look, I'm not like finding you too much, but other people are. Instead, it comes off like he's also agreeing that he was being too much, and she's like, yeah, I would have voted you out. But it's like, what?
I mean, he probably would have. Just be on the right side of the numbers.
Oh, yeah, he would have.
I think we all know. I have especially after seeing the recent Survivor Wisconsin Heroes vs. Villains 2 episode, I think we know I have a tendency to not phrase things the best way either. So I kind of know where Coach is coming from on both ends. So.
Ooh, buddy. Ooh.
What? Already it aired last week. It aired a week ago. So
at least you made it past episode 2, my friend.
I cannot say anything until this season is ended.
It's okay. We can be stressed out together.
No, literally, like Coach though, like when he did that, I kind of thought to myself, like, oh, this doesn't remind me of like anything in the first 3 episodes. Like
yeah.
But yeah, no, it's like it's all about like phrasing things, I would say. And like Coach did in a way which I think like Chrissy's definitely gonna lean to him because maybe she'll see him as like, oh, he's trying to be, for lack of a better phrase, a canary in the mine and tell me what's going on. But I think even Coach is definitely well aware. Like, he's keeping himself in the majority. He's on good terms with a lot of people. And even Chrissy, I think, I just can't see her going anytime soon. I mean, I feel like, especially with how they hyped her up in episode 3, having to talk with the girls, trying to bond with them about, I forgot she told like her life story, but like I know she sent a confessional. I forgot she told Aubrey and Genevieve and Tiffany her life story, but she's like trying to bond with the woman. And obviously with Genevieve, it's seeming like the dynamics are leaning Genevieve and Aubrey for like if they ever have to go to tribal. So like I don't know if Chrissy's even at risk. But
yeah.
I
mean, look, I think Chrissy's fine. Truth be told, I think if that tribe does ever go to tribal, it's going to be one of Aubrey or Genevieve going home.
Well,
there could be, of course, like a curveball thrown, like a Tiffany vote, which wouldn't surprise me. As like we think Aubrey still has an idol, we're going to throw her vote to another way. But I think Chrissy's arguably in a very safe position on that tribe.
Well, yeah, I feel like there's like 3 people who I, both according to Coach, would not vote for Aubrey, being Joe and Colby and Coach themselves. And I meant Chrissy, not Aubrey. But I also feel like there is always that chance where something happens and like this person's gone because I don't know. It's Survivor. It happens. The game can flip on a dime.
Can we talk for a second about Tiffany and how she's gotten like no content the last like majority of the season so far?
Look, I want to be honest. I haven't had a chance to watch season 46. Like a lot of the new era seasons, I haven't seen too much of. And you know, her content on the season isn't making me want to go back and watch it. Granted, Q's content is, because holy shit. But it feels weird how. Granted, I think our first actual scene with Tiffany having some kind of relevance happens this episode. I can't tell if it's an editing problem where she's just getting not any visibility, or if she's just not actively doing anything relatively plot relevant for the season. Because with 24 contestants, splitting time is very difficult without missing plot.
Right. Oh yeah, and I've seen that on the Australian Survivor too. That it's like when they get like episodes. Granted, some areas I think will shift between like 90 minutes and 2-hour ones with commercials involved, but like I don't know. It's like I agree with that. It doesn't make people want to go rewatch 46 for Tiffany when you get to the fact that like in 46, Tiffany got so much content. She was like one of the better players of the season. I mean, I've watched 46, I will say, if you are going to watch a new era season, 46 is one of the better ones to watch. I would argue like one of the top like 2 best ones in my opinion, but yeah, no, it kind of gets to the point with like Tiffany. It's like Tiffany was already a bold pick for this cast, only to now not get any content. It kind of feels like even production's kind of like throwing her to the wall, saying like, "Here, go at her." And it's like,
yeah,
I don't know,
Yeah,
but
she just hasn't done much. Truth be told,
or anything. I mean, I feel like, and also like in the first couple episodes, I feel like they're well, this is what I would say, but like other stuff has happened where I think they're trying to like since Tiffany just appeared like 3 seasons ago, like maybe they're like, okay, people just like talk to her, like she's going far, so let's just not show her at all, and then later on we can do more with her. That's the only reason why I can think of them not editing Tiffany like at all.
I still stand by what I've always said, that I think everyone should get at least one confessional every episode. Like, I don't think there's really many excuses for like, if there's like 5 to 6 people getting 0, then no one should be getting like 15 to 20 type deal.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it kind of leads to uneven editing at that point. It makes it kind of very obvious, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, I want to say a pick that was not a question mark was Suri. I mean, Suri definitely earned a spot in this cast, and because we get to Sela, and she basically knows she and Devins are on the outs, and and she's trying to make like good bonds with people. But then I think we get a section with Dee and Jonathan talking, and Dee's starting to be worried. And she even says like her friend told her back at home, if Suri's on there with you, you get her out. Dee's like, I love Suri. Her friend's like, no, get her out. That's how she almost wins every time.
I mean, yeah. That's her missed, I guess.
Suri's missed.
Suri's missed. Anytime she's on a season, she's just. The thing with Suri is she is so damn likable that if you're gonna take her out, which is said in the episode, if you're gonna take her out, you have to take her out early because otherwise you're gonna get suckered in to wanting to work with Suri. And here's the thing about Suri as well. Suri as a player is built to make it to endgame, but not built to win. Based on the fact that Suri cannot win a challenge to save her life. And granted, and with Survivor, I will say with Final Four, like fire making, you'd think she'd have a little bit of a shot as well. But I think many people have recognized, as well as Suri, that keeping Suri in the game is such an advantage over not keeping her in the game.
Right. I think it's definitely a lot of advantages to keeping Suri because even in Game Changers, we've seen how like she will go to bat for people she's close allies with and get them to like keep their eye. Like Michaela, when she wanted to work with Michaela, she went to bat for Michaela and basically saved her at the beginning of the merge. So like I think keeping Suri as an ally and like in your pocket is a better move for you in the long run. And then it's better to just try to see if you can get in her head and say, here's what I'm thinking. I think this could help our game. And then almost making it kind of like Parvati and Suri in other Survivor games they've played. But like it's kind of like just making that like a number one relationship and then going hand in hand with it.
Yeah.
I mean, we've also seen it earlier this season too, with when Ozzy was going to be the vote. Suri tried her best to like be like, no, don't get rid of Ozzy. His social game sucks. Like we're already starting to like. No, they're 100% correct.
No, yeah.
But like we can see that Suri is like trying to like make something happen, and like I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things where if you're very close with Suri, you want to keep her in the game. Where like if you just like join tribe with her, it's probably smart to try to get rid of her. Otherwise, she will get rid of you first.
Right. I mean, as we saw with Jenna.
Yeah.
I do want to keep talking about this tribe because what we see after this is incredible.
Oh my god!
Incredible.
Yeah, actually, with too. With
Riz God,
with the Rizzo, Riz God, Riz God, and Charlie.
He's fanning out, and he's very fanning out for Charlie too. And he's like,
Rizzo.
"Hey, I like Charlie. I'm going to talk to him and give him information."
And she's like,
boomerang all that.
The first thing we're shown of him talking to Charlie is, "Hey, do you still talk to Maria after 46?" And I'm just like, my jaw dropped when he said that. I'm like, Rizzo. Like,
you can see everyone else's jaw drop too.
And it's like, why are you
say that?
I love Rizzo. Here's the thing. I love Rizzo. Rizzo's low-key adorable. He's like a little teddy bear in a sense to me. But like even my like here like for people who are watching who don't know I have autism, even my autistic like dumbass looked at him and was like, Rizzo, you don't say that to him. Like that is the dumbest thing you could say right after you swap. It's just gonna like. And then he starts talking more throughout their time on Sela about how he didn't vote for his number one in front of Charlie, who he reminded, "Hey, your number one didn't vote for you." So now Charlie's pissed off.
Charlie's getting that PTSD hard.
The Survivor PTSD.
Survivor. Damn it! I was about to say that. Damn it! I was about to say Survivor PTSD.
The PTSD.
Yeah, start the hashtag.
Hashtag. I tried starting in Heroes versus Villains too, and it didn't track. Apparently in the first 2 episodes. Yeah, no, like literally, like Charlie the entire time he is pissed off. Like you can tell, like it's literally like that meme. I sent it in the Survivor Wisconsin Discord, where it's literally like that meme where like the woman's on like the freaking exercise bike, she's like, "Oh, we don't do that here. Get him banned. Get him banned." That is literally what that whole thing reminded me of. And Charlie is pissed off, and I honestly am living to see it because last season I feel like we didn't get like a lot. Like I feel like we got a lot from Charlie, but like not much emotionally from Charlie. So to kind of see him like in a position where he's almost like worked up and he's like, "No, I want to do this now." And it's not the best move because it's kind of an emotional move, but it's kind of entertaining to see it, you know?
At least we're getting something from Charlie.
True that.
Right.
First, like common thing we got, most logical thing we got from him is an emotional thing, a response to something.
I mean, he had an emotional response to Mike White having abs in the premiere.
That's I feel like but like who didn't?
I mean, damn, those abs.
Yeah,
like, wow.
He got abs. Anyways, let's move on.
Guy abs. Oh my god.
Oh my.
I can't. I had something else I was gonna say, but I forgot because I started laughing so hard. I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck. Sorry, I'm so tired from hosting yesterday. I'm trying to remember what happened.
It seems funny to me. It seems so fun. Yeah. It seems funny to me on Rizzo's end, at least, to where he's essentially making such an obvious mistake into like, because let me put it this way, Rizzo literally says to his face, "I didn't vote for my ally to win" at the end, which is quite literally the exact thing that Charlie's like gonna be pissed about. And then he goes back. I'm worried for Rizzo's game's sake long term just because I don't see him like he's pissing people off, right? And in a game of Survivor, don't poke the bull.
Right. No, I agree with that. And the retrospect of like not poking the bull and that you shouldn't be pissing people off, but that's kind of what's making me think that he's going to survive. Because I feel like a lot of the people going in, seeing that he had just played 49, are probably going to be worried that, you know, he just played back-to-back. They're worried about Russell Hands 2.0. But I think now they're seeing him pull these stupid, like, obvious mistakes, doing all these little dumb things. I think they're just going to basically look at him and be like, yeah, like, he's clearly not a threat. He's clearly more of, like, a whatever. Like, they're just not going to see him as a threat. So I think, honestly, it might do him his game good just because I don't think he's going to I just don't see him as a threat. I feel like the way the editing is going, they're trying to make it look like Charlie's going to try to take the shot and miss is what it's almost looking like.
Yeah.
Which I'd worry for Charlie because it just makes it look like he's the bad guy for getting emotional. And they're trying to paint Rizzo as this like underdog in episodes like 3 and 4. It's just, I feel like they're just trying to paint Rizzo in such a good light that they're almost making it look like Charlie's about to take the shot, miss, and it's going to ricochet. The shot's going to go right through his head. So
it's going to Billie Eilish boomerang idol right back into him.
Oh my gosh.
Right through his brain.
Yeah, other than that, I don't think we have anything else happening on VOT.
No.
Or Vatu was
Sela?
Yeah, Silo's what we're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Vatu is chaotic this episode.
Vatu.
For the challenge, Q kind of gathers up people. He tries to get like Emily and Ozzy. He basically tells Ozzy that I think Aubrey has a boomerang idol. Aubrey has a boomerang idol. He tells Stephanie about, I think he says Stephanie. And then like Emily then starts telling him about Aubrey's idol from Christian. And then everyone starts figuring it out. And then
everyone knows the boomerang idol exists.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, mostly because Emily started telling people. And then Christian finally goes up to talk to her at one point. And I forget if it's before or after the challenge. Because, you know, shocker of all shockers, Vatu loses. But we'll get to that challenge in a bit. Basically,
it happens
it's
right
like,
here. Yeah.
Yes.
Right. I'm trying to find where the challenge is. But, like, essentially, it's like she's trying to build a bond with Angelina. And she tells her flat out, like, yeah, like, Q and Ozzy are targeting you. As the 3 David versus Goliath alumni are getting together.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it seems like the obvious move at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, Emily's just starting so much chaos before we even get to the first post-swap challenge that it's like, I'm surprised she wasn't like the immediate target after she did that. Because then Christian finally talks to her. And that's when she's like, oh, everyone knows. I told them. And he's like, what the fuck?
He's like, are you kidding me?
That was such a funny confessional.
Why?
Like, maybe best confessional of the episode of the season so far.
Oh, it's so funny.
So good.
His absolute just rage.
What
everyone, like, why are you telling
what
people?
He was holding internally exhaled at like 1,000%.
Like, literally, I love Emily, but this was such a bad episode for her. While me and her are on track having bad round 3 episodes for us.
Yeah.
No, anyways, it's like Emily just, I understand being annoyed at not hearing like right off the bat, but at the same time, it's kind of like what you were saying before, Sam. It's like the fact that she's even being told at all should be something that she should take and just roll with it and not be upset. Like, oh, why is he just telling me now? And then like later on, maybe ask for more information if you can do it in a way that's going to work for your game.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'm not sure how much other content there is of Vatu, because I think a lot of that before the challenge is just like revolving around Emily stirring the pot and starting chaos, which I just think is almost kind of funny because it's almost like backtracking from her first season where they're trying to make it like she has this journey at it from being a chaotic villain to a calm, smart like strategist. And this time she's just kind of going from a calm, smart strategist to a chaotic villain, which I kind of like. Like, I mean, that's the reason I loved Emily.
Crazy.
Well, that's why I loved Emily in Survivor 45. Like, she just was not afraid to say what she wanted to say. Granted, it wasn't in the best way, but like, she was willing to go out there and like make the moves, say what she had to say, and like.
Which, yeah, no, it's a good way. It's good for entertainment. Really bad for gameplay.
Right.
Oh yeah, it is slightly bad for gameplay.
Yeah. Oh, it's so funny though. It's so funny though. Christian's reaction is so funny. He's just like, ah.
He's literally so pissed off that like you could just tell how annoyed he is in this moment. It's like, oh, this was a secret and now it's all out. So
they say all out, but it's really like just like in that group of people, and two of them being gone. It's like at that point, you're kind of just like, okay, pretty much all they got out of it was Ozzy knew that the Boomerang Idol existed, because I'm pretty sure Angelina already kind of knew what it was, and Ozzy had just no idea. But like, I think now he knows, like, oh, this is. Also, Ozzy already kind of knew because Q told him that they sent him. So the only real person who got advantage from that is Mike White. Mike White's the only one who really knew, like, okay, this is what the idol is this season.
I was about to say, was it a full-on advantage? I mean, if he's not there to see it.
Yeah, no. Like, in hindsight of episode 3. But like, I guess it kind of does be like, okay, yeah, Aubrey has his idol, so if they're working together, that's why. So like, it could be worrisome for maybe. I feel like Christian's probably, if like this gets leaked, he's in the most like shot light, essentially.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Is there anything else we want to talk about before we get to the challenge?
I'm ready for the challenge. I think we pretty much covered everything, unless I'm blanking on something.
No.
Just the season's giving like such good reactions and faces from reactions. Just oh my god.
Right.
It's very much like one of the like you want to see more. But like this season out of most seasons has got me like really wanting to actually play the real show. Like just getting like excited, just like, okay, I put in my application, please respond.
Yeah.
Low key, like honestly, this like it really makes me want to play it too. Would I do well at it if I went right now? I don't think so. But if like say 4 or 5 months or a year from now, if I decide I want to apply and actually get on play, I think I definitely would. But yeah, no. So like we get to the challenge, and it's essentially like the blindfold one where they have a caller, they have to lead them through, get puzzle bags and like or puzzle blocks, whatever obstacles. It's kind of like that reward, which I think is a pretty fun reward. It's always fun. People getting knocked into shit. You get Colby hitting his head on something. I did like the music thing they did, because I actually did notice this when someone pointed out online that like when they did Colby like hitting his head on something, they did this like ominous like didgeridoo music to almost like reminded me of like the Australian outback, which I actually really liked. I didn't notice that the first time I watched it. I watched it Milwaukee live watch party event. I cannot speak today. But yeah, no, which was a very fun event. A shout out to Andrea, Emerson Andrew at Survivor Milwaukee events for putting on that event. It was so much fun. Yeah, no, it was like a really interesting thing I saw that like they kind of played that music as Colby hits his head. So it kind of makes me question, like, is that going to come back to bite him in a future episode now with how much of a focus they seem to put on it with like the ominous music, I feel like, you know?
Honestly, I'm getting such good vibes from Colby's game right now, period, with how much content we're getting, that I wouldn't be surprised if he's endgame.
Oh. Yeah, no. 100%. I'm not saying that because I have him in a draft, but like, you know, I have a good faith in him.
I think Stibe, who couldn't be with us today, he also has Colby drafted in our Survivor 50 draft for Survivor Wisconsin. Which, by the way, go apply for Survivor Wisconsin, or at least like go watch it. Shameless plug there. Anyways,
Hello.
Oh, yes. Can you? I can't really call that a draft because I got stuck with 2 people. I had to choose between one and 2 people.
all my picks got taken, and I got stuck with like Stephanie as like the only logical pick I had. I'm like, well, fuck me. I guess I have to pick someone who I actually think is gonna go far that I don't want to pick.
Yeah. It was one of the things that I didn't even realize I signed up for it, and then I looked on my notifications, and I was like, "Hey, it's your draft." I was like, "Oh, who do I have to draft? These 2 people." What?
Jonathan and like one other person, like
Savannah. And I chose Jonathan because I was like, he has merge potential. Savannah does not.
I think we all probably assumed she was going out early this season,
Yeah.
right? I actually didn't mind Savannah this season. I love Savannah, and I hope she comes back someday. But it's like they should have put for her.
They Rizzo made sense to come back because they like he should get someone from 49. But like Savannah made no sense. I feel like they just wasted her, kind of like how they wasted Tony on Game Changers.
Yeah. Well, Game Changers is a whole nother thing because it's like Game Changers, they did not.
No.
I was going to say it quickly now because I think everyone knows I could go on for literally hours bitching about Game Changers. Should have been Second Chances too. Or they should have went with a different theme, like put all the actual Game Changers on one tribe and all the wannabe Game Changers on the other tribe. I think that makes the whole situation make a lot more sense then. But no, Jeffrey. Actually, I can't even blame Jeffrey. Jeff actually wanted Second Chances too, and CBS said no and tried to push him away for it. So thank you, CBS, for giving us Game Changers because God forbid you just listen to other people for once. Sorry.
Well, like, I got my favorite Game Changer, grab Brad Culpepper back.
Joey, I'm going to hit you with the shit.
Yay!
Yay!
What about, well, guys, we got to remember, what about fan favorite Game Changers, Sierra Dunn Thomas? Come on.
Yes. And that one person who like, did nothing in her season.
Even Haley didn't even know why she was there. Like,
I know.
see the hammer?
So
CBS,
big.
I'm putting the hammer down. You see his hammer? I am putting it down. No Game Changers unless you're getting actual Game Changers.
Yes. Yes. Give us Francesca back for a 3rd time so she can get voted out first.
Actually, Francesca still would have made sense. Francesca would have made more sense than Haley Ford. Okay, no shade to Haley Ford. Francesca would have made more sense than Haley Ford because at least Francesca had the dignification. Dignification, is that what the word is? Signification? What's the word I'm looking for? Thank you. Yes, thank you. I want how to get dignification. I don't even think that's a word. She had the significance of being the first and only person to be a 2-time boo, which I think in itself is a little game changing, or at least it's a game changing title. Like they're gonna have the 2-time winner, 2-time first boo would also have been pretty damn good. Like at least like Francesca would have made more sense than Haley Ford, and I think it would have added a little diversity to the cast that it kind of needed in some areas. But
anyway, Survivor 50.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, this is why. Thank you for that. This is why I don't talk too much about. Yeah, this is one of the reasons I always do these videos with other people because I will go off track.
Yeah.
It's close to my birthday. I might do like a fun live stream, like answering fans' questions and what they want me to answer about Survivor. So I'm gonna be hyped for that because it's probably gonna be a good hour of me talking.
So, anyways, the Immunity Challenge.
Immunity Challenge.
The blindfold thing. I think
Preface,
we're talking about before.
Love blind leading the blind as a challenge.
It's such a good challenge.
I love the part where Camilla. Actually, wait, no, never mind. I'm thinking of the episode 4 challenge. Never mind. But actually, Camilla does lead Sela to winning the challenge pretty quickly. Kalo does a pretty decent job, and I felt bad for Christian. This entire challenge, he's trying to like tell them what to do, and they're just not.
They were like caught up too. It's just they just got destroyed at the puzzle.
They weren't going to be able to finish in time.
No.
I think the problem was that like they were so far behind on part of it. And then the other part of the problem came down to the fact that they were kind of just fucked when it got to the puzzle because they started putting it on wrong where there was supposed to be another set of blocks underneath. And then Christian was trying to tell them, like, hey, like move that forward and then we'll put some other blocks under it and then put those on top. And I feel like they didn't get that. And you can even see, like, when Batu eventually loses a challenge, Christian is, like, devastated. And you honestly feel so bad for him in this moment because it's, like, you almost feel his pain.
It's like, welcome back. You're going tribal again. Yay!
I mean, why would they have Ozzy and Q be on the main role of, hey, listen to this guy? That was just they were doomed when they chose that.
I mean, honestly, like, I mean, at least we didn't have Ozzy on the puzzle because let's be honest, I think even Ozzy knew he wouldn't have done good with the puzzle. Like, no shade to Ozzy because like it looks like a hard puzzle even for me to do, but like,
it was like 6 pieces, I think.
I think if there was a 4th tribe, Vatu still goes to tribal council.
Yes, no.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. Fun.
Yeah, I felt bad for Christian though. Like, it was so heartbreaking to kind of watch him go through that. The fact that he's gone to like every tribal this season though, it's just, I mean, like, I mean, because of what? It's like him, Emily, and
Ozzy.
Thank you, Ozzy. I was trying to remember who the other one was. Basically, up to this point, I've been to every single tribal council this season. So, I think that kind of is going to break next round, as we'll talk about with episode 5 stuff later on. But, but yeah, Batu loses the challenge. And Stephanie's like, I'm emotional. I'm sick right now. Like, this is like, I feel like they're glossing over the fact that this is a perfect, like, PTSD storyline for Stephanie.
Oh, yeah.
Her not having to go back to tribal every single time. It's like,
I think they kind of, like, mentioned it where she was like, oh, yeah, I went to this a lot. Like, this isn't anything new for me.
I mean, look, this is her Roadhouse.
Yeah.
It's her and Rick's Roadhouse.
It's like her second home.
Yeah. Congratulations to Rick Devins for finally winning a Tribe Immunity Challenge.
Finally! Oh, shout out to Alex. Literally fucking
Oh, that would have been such like a fun thing to mention too. Just be like, oh hey, you finally won a Tribe Immunity Challenge.
Finally!
Like, that would have been something very funny to say. But like, yeah.
Literally, I'm surprised Jeff Probst didn't say that to him. It's like, granted, he also forgets the history of his own show sometimes. So, I mean, let's be honest there. But literally, like, I mean, Rick Devins finally winning a tribal immunity challenge. Only took him like 4 to 5 tribes, right?
It only took him like 2 seasons.
Only took him 4 tribes. 2 seasons, 4 tribes.
2 seasons, 4 tribes.
Getting voted out, coming back in the game.
Yeah. Coming back at merge.
Coming back at the merge. Oh my god.
Oh, and their tribe won immediately after he got voted out too, which is funnier too.
Same thing as like Keith and like Edge of Extinction, where he's all like, good luck winning challenges without me. And then he immediately win that very next challenge. And I just laughed so hard that next episode. Because I'm like, oh, I think they may have been doing pretty good.
They're finally turning a corner.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Yeah, I was wrong with that,
but like tribe swap, maybe things will get swapped. Nope.
Somehow, oh my gosh, the fact that they all swap together into fucking Lesu. Oh my gosh.
And yeah, to close the tangent out, Lesu being called Lesu is perfect.
Oh yes.
But
100.
going back to now going to Vatu after the challenge. I mean, look, it's pretty clear. There's David versus Goliath. There's that threesome right there.
Right.
And then there's Emily, who is close with both Christian and close with Angelina. So right now it seems like there is a 4-person voting block there at minimum, which is not good for Stephanie, Q, and Ozzy.
You mean it's
especially Q without his votes.
You mean it's not good for Q?
Yeah, it's not good.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, now you get where I was going with that. Yeah. But yeah, no, I agree with that. Sorry, you go first. Sorry.
But yeah, no, I mean, look, I think the target first is Angelina from everyone. And granted, because it makes sense, Angelina doesn't really do much, but Angelina is such a number to most people that it seems like she's in trouble, but she's not going home.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. And I honestly think I've been the one who's always said this over and over again, that the easy vote is not always the right vote. Sometimes it's a right vote, but it's not always the right vote. And I think in more cases than not, the easy vote being the right vote is less right and more wrong in cases more than not. But Angelina kind of just being like, it feels like it's not really so much of the fact she doesn't do anything, with everyone just assumes she's like really weak, she's not doing anything, and it's kind of like, I don't know. I kind of felt like it was an obvious thing because I think before the swap, we had Q basically like shitting on Angelina, saying like she doesn't do anything, she just sits there. Like it kind of just felt like it was very clearly leaning towards that. But I like.
I think something interesting from the episode as well is that in the first half we're getting Angelina painted as someone to work with for Emily, and then later on in this episode, Chaos Emily Flippin is like him hawing between voting, but I feel like this was such a clear-cut vote from a numbers standpoint in this vote. It was more a matter of who are they going to vote from that 3. And once we hear Q's name come up, it seems like a foregone conclusion.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have a question, guys. Can you keep a secret? Me.
No.
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 I love that meme
Don't tell
so
me.
much. I love that meme so much. I keep finding it everywhere, and the more I find, the more funny it is. Sorry, back on track. Yeah, like Emily's just stirring the pot all across this episode, just spilling everyone's secrets, saying all sorts of shit. It's just honestly funny. It's honestly just so funny. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm trying to think of how much there is to talk about because I feel like it's basically like what you just said, Sam. I feel like it's like David versus Goliath, and yeah,
it feels like, I mean, there's a lot of people trying to throw chaos, like Q trying to throw chaos in there, Emily trying to throw chaos in there, and a lot more general just chaos vibes. But it doesn't seem like the groundwork has already been set for a vote. It seems like they are working with not that much to make a pretty clear-cut vote.
Yeah.
can I
I
just?
was
Sorry,
gonna say it is very funny that we get Q's obligation to be like, "Hey, vote for me."
yeah. Why did he really say that? Like, I mean,
Why did he do that last time he played?
Right. It's like, I don't get why you would ever throw your name out there. That is the dumbest thing you can ever do. Even if you do it by accident, throwing your name out there in any way, shape, or form whatsoever is one of the top, like, 2 or 3 dumbest things you could ever fucking do in Survivor. I would know because apparently I've accidentally done that out of paranoia before, making sure people weren't voting for me, and then I got voted out because I freaked everyone out. So, like, personal experience.
Look, when you give people permission,
Yeah.
when you give people permission to do something like that, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, it's a bad
Well,
move because you're giving them permission.
Well, I think Q was trying to make it look like I think he was trying to build trust with like Mike White or something, right? And he was trying to tell him like I don't have an extra vote or something like that. I think he was trying to gain trust with him, but it kind of just felt like it did.
He said he had an extra vote.
Oh, he did say he had an extra vote?
Yeah, you kind of said the complete opposite of what you were trying
Yeah, I
to,
misheard that. Yeah, I misheard it then.
Where like he was like, I have no vote, but let me say I have an extra vote so that there is a chance that I can sway the vote in my favor and get people scared to vote for me. Which
then it just works out to one vote though.
Yeah, and when Emily's trying to work Ozzy because Emily wants to work with Ozzy, like,
well, can I
it's
say
just-
this? Sorry,
Yeah.
I just want to say this. If Q has, and this is something I just thought of as you said that, if he's saying he has an extra vote, but he has no vote, I ask him flat out, show me the extra vote. I look at him and be like, boy, I'd be like, buddy, boy, friend, whatever, show me that extra vote. I call a lot of people boy, by the way. That probably came off so bad. I'm like, wait a minute.
Boy.
Oh, that's what my dad calls me, and he calls me that in
No,
public.
it's like
just
B-O-I. B-O-I.
Oh he'll just
Boy.
scream boy at me in public. But it's like one of those things where like I asked him why he does that, and he says that he does that because if he says Joey, there's a chance I won't respond. So if he just screams boy, he knows that I will respond to him, which is smart.
No, like literally, like some of my friends that are women, I'll just call them like Goral, but like with an O. And some guys, like occasionally, I'll call them like I don't know why. Like it's so weird. There's some friends of mine that are guys. I'll just be like boy, but like B-O-I. And like I don't know why. It's the funniest thing. Or I'll say like, which they'll just get a laugh out of, and like, oh fuck, it's funny.
Anyways, tribal.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. I don't think there's really much to talk about because like a lot of it just revolves around like you basically trying to be like buddy up to Mike White and trying to get the extra vote thing. But Angelina's trying to. Yeah, I mean Angelina's. Yeah, we're just going tribal.
Yeah.
It basically just gets to I think it was a unanimous vote, right?
No, but Stephanie voted for.
Oh
Angela.
yeah. I think it was like, was it 5-2?
5-2, yeah. No,
Thank you.
it was 5-1 because Q didn't have a vote. So
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's 5-1. Q goes out, which I'm actually really sad to see because it's like the fact that Q goes out this early. I mean, I guess we're not having a holiday season this year, everyone. Christmas is canceled, so unless you're
we must
for another
look
holiday.
in honor. We gotta wear our skirts at half mast today.
here's the thing.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. Nope, not saying it.
I will say with Q's vote off, I knew he wasn't long for this game. I'm surprised he made it to episode 3. I thought just like the chaotic mess of his game, people would be drawn away from that. But his initial tribe just never lost. And like in my mind I was like, okay, the first tribal he goes to, he's probably gone, especially after he just lost his vote. Like, I don't see a world where he survives his first tribal. And
right.
I was right. It just took a couple more episodes.
I love Q, but it's also like, if he wouldn't have said what he said about the vote thing, I think he probably stays, to be honest. I think there's a good chance if he just mouth shut and says, I think we need some muscle in this tribe. As much as I hate the argument of saying, like, we need muscle in this tribe, he would have been able to pull it off pretty well because, I mean, let's be honest. As we even see in episode 4, he literally is the muscle of the tribe and of the post-swap tribe.
Yeah.
And, like, I think it came down to, like, basically him or Stephanie because Emily insisting on wanting to work with Ozzy. Which isn't Ozzy was even brought in the loop, but...
Yeah, I think even if he does shut his mouth, I still think Q goes home. Because Mike White was pretty sad on it being Q. To like, even like after like their conversation, he was like, well, yeah, I was planning on voting for you anyways, but like, thanks for the permission, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, I think he was screwed no matter what.
Right. And it's like, there's some new era players that I love that they're on this season and felt like they were good casting choices who were just fucked the minute they walked in. For lack of a better word, they were fucked. And it's one of those things where it's like, I like the fact that we're in tribes of 7 because that's never been done before, but having to be the same 3 tribe crap, it's like, well, when I say tribes of 7, I mean like they've never done 3 tribes of 7 before, which I do think is interesting, but like doing it this early on makes me kind of question if they're going to do another one later on like they did in 49, since nowadays they like to do the same thing in back-to-back seasons. Cough cough 41 42 43 44 46, 48. Sorry, I'm back.
That wasn't back to back. He said 46, 48.
I know.
47
I was say 47.
Yeah, that was a bad opinion. But like,
I am very exhausted from hosting yesterday, Joey. You should know from experience at the challenge how exhausting it is for me hosting.
Oh, it was exhausting to play. Like you saw me after my elim.
Yeah,
you saw me after that.
Okay, I'm so bad about that. That was a bullshit vote for them throwing you in, and I will always say that.
Oh no, I'm talking about the one before that, where they.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, when Kayla threw me in for no.
Well, I think she tried to push it off, and it was like her and John V that I think were doing that, if I recall.
Yeah, I mean, Here's the thing. I said in my exit interview, I got very lucky with that elim, but I got very unfortunate with the other one. That actually took me out. But like, yeah. Anyways, episode 4.
You're good.
Yeah.
Go watch Challenge Wisconsin. Go watch the Challenge Wisconsin too. Actually, shameless plug for that. I host.
No, it's the first one. The second one doesn't exist yet.
Well, I just said that I'm about to air the second one. We just filmed it yesterday.
Oh yeah.
I'm not in it. I'm just here. I'm a viewer.
He's from North Carolina.
I live in North Carolina. Go check out Survivor NCSU if you haven't already.
We're just giving like shameless plugs now.
It is 3 years old.
While you're at it, go watch Survivor Caraboa. That's my favorite season.
Oh my gosh. No, while you're at it, go watch Survivor Africa and Survivor Marquesas to see why T-Bird and Sean Rector should come back. All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
Episode 4.
Yeah, episode 4. I was about to say that.
Yay!
Zach Brown band.
Oh God, this episode's gonna be.
We get to.
I will say, I'm gonna preface this entire episode with my general thoughts on the episode. It is such a good vote, and it is such a good round of Survivor. And there's 30 minutes of fucking Zach Brown.
Oh my gosh. Literally, okay, so we start the episode. They're back at Vatu. Right after Q's voted off, 70's the only one left out of the vote. And like 70's pretty much, I think, like a little. Now, I don't know if I want to say unnerved, but like, I mean, she has a right to be a little concerned because it's like obviously she was the only one essentially not aware that the vote was on Q. Like, I mean, I wouldn't blame her for being paranoid, to be honest.
I mean, she is what we like to call understandably pissed.
Yes.
Oh right, yeah. Like, I don't blame her for being pissed and paranoid. Like, I'd be in the same position. I think. I don't know if I would say there's anything big I see of her doing anything like massively bad that I can recall. Like game wise, I think she at least hides it. Where if it was like 20 years ago playing, she probably would have been like, "What the fuck, you guys?" Or had like 4 confessionals.
I mean, Stephanie did nothing wrong. Truth be told, she did nothing wrong.
Yeah, and literally,
it's an unfortunate circumstance.
It's an unfortunate swap for her, but
right,
she can always work her way back up.
It kind of seems like she is. Like everyone immediately afterwards is like, "Hey, we want to work with you, but like, we just need a Q out there."
Right.
So like,
Angelina starts talking, saying that like she brought her shot in the dark with her and decided, you know what? No, I trust this group. And I'm like, it kind of doesn't say that you're trusting a group if you say you brought your shot in the dark up with you to begin with. It's one of those situations where you just need to kind of not say anything. Especially if Angelina knows she almost went home this episode. Like, she should have just kept her mouth shut and said, like, you know what? Like, thank you guys for keeping me. I appreciate it. I want to prove everything to you guys that I'm a great person to keep around. But then Angelina just keeps talking. And I'm like, Angelina, stop. Like
slow.
I mean, to be fair, if your name is being brought out, you're going to want to, like, in case, like, something crazy happens at Tribal, like, you're going to want it with you. Like, I'll be honest, if I had that and I went to Tribal, that would be in, like, my bag every single time. Because you never know what's going to happen at Tribal.
I'm on back to my life. I don't care.
Yeah, it's like, I'll put it in a Pringle scan. I don't care.
As I was like, reheating Sam's nachos. There have been a lot of reheated nachos this past week. I'll say that much.
Anyway. But yeah, I feel like how that was kind of handled was well, and then Ozzy trying to take charge and try being like, okay, this vote we got Q, but next vote I want my wife, I want Angelina out.
Yeah, like very like he's like dead set, like tunnel vision, going for Angelina now is what it looks like.
Yeah,
he does not see Angelina.
No,
and he's saying he wants to be Mike's number 1, and it's like. He's saying he's got to be a step ahead of everyone and just all this stuff, which I mean, it's really interesting to see him now try to strategize and play hard. But at the same time, it's like this is his 5th season. The fact that it takes you like 5 seasons to realize you should be a step ahead of the other players and try to take out someone to be someone else's number 1. It kind of feels like that's something you would recognize on your 1st or 2nd season.
Oh gosh, this feels like the most like obvious case of I want to be on White Lotus, give me a cameo kind of deal with Ozzy.
Oh, I forgot to say in episode 3, yeah, we got a random White Lotus mention with like Kara and Angelina. Kara K mentioned in the Big 26, like not on my bingo card.
Everybody's favorite fire making loser that everyone totally remembered.
I love David.
Well, they remember her because
I
mean, I think people only remember Kara. Kara's like a nice person. She seems like such a sweet person, but I feel like people only remember her because she and Alec dated after David versus Goliath, and Alec put up that picture of them dating before they were allowed to. Yeah, the Pap fans literally said in quotes, "Fuck it," in quotes.
I got a contract. Screw that contract.
Sorry, contracts. Don't
you? Well, the thing is, if Alec didn't say anything, he probably would have been brought back eventually for a season. Like, to be honest, like,
yeah, maybe. I mean, you did have to listen to Christian's monologue for like 4.5 hours.
Which
That
is
one
such a
challenge.
funny scene.
I mean, that right there should have given him a second chance. I love Christian, but like Christian and Alec in Survivor 50 actually would have been a funny combo. Let's be honest. They're like,
They don't bring him back though. If they don't bring back like so many other people, there's no way they bring back Alec. Like I feel like Angelina kind of makes sense because the whole Jack situation, her just being like a meme of a Survivor player.
Angelina's a great pick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Davey
I'm like. Davey, oh my gosh. I'm surprised we haven't seen Davey yet, but it also makes sense. This is the first returning season since David versus Goliath. So
I love Davey though. Like Davey's adorable. I love Davey. Yeah. He's such a sweet guy. And like even outside the game, it's like he's like I see all the time on him on social media. And, like he's just an absolute sweetheart. I love Davey.
Anyways,
literally dream pairing on a future Survivor season for me. Like a dream tribe would involve Davey from David vs. Goliath, Sean Rector from Survivor Cases, T-Bird from Survivor Africa, Natalie Bolton from Micronesia, Shane Powers from Panama. I guess probably a few others I'm forgetting, but like those 5 on a tribe alone would just do my soul so good. Like, but I know episode 4. Moving on though, Sela does the Survivor talent show. Rizzo does.
This was funny.
Wow. I'll be honest. I read that in like the description of the Survivor episode. It's like, please don't tell me they made a flipping immunity challenge talent show.
Hi, welcome to Total Drama.
I was about to literally say like Total Drama. Fuck is that other YouTube show called? Disventure Camp. Yes, that show. Oh my gosh, that show. It's like Total Drama, but for like adults. It's actually.
We don't need to talk about Disventure Camp. It's not great.
I like the 10-year-old they have that just swears and calls everyone an asshole. I think she's hilarious.
But, they're really good with the pre-merge, but then the merge happens and they just like, how do we write a merge?
But so keeping on Survivor 50.
Yeah, sorry. Survivor 50.
I'm going to keep this train moving.
Yeah, the talent show. The talent show thing, they essentially give it to Rizzo. And Charlie's pissed because I think they literally told him it was like Charlie almost won or something like that. And Charlie,
it's a bit. Yes. It's obviously a bit, but there's some truth to it for the storyline, at least, with how much he's like, I hate Rizzo. I need this man to burn.
Oh, it's so. This is like the complete opposite Charlie that we got from 46. This is the chaotic.
I love this one-sided rivalry. It's so funny.
I know, but like we'll get to the preview later, but I feel like it's no longer going to be one-sided. But
the fact Charlie does that funny monologue at first, and then he has a confessional saying like, "Oh, I'm actually pissed." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like, we get to Kahlo, and Aubrey essentially is trying to go idol hunting. Only for Genevieve to start calling her out and being like, Aubrey, we're looking for you. Aubrey. And Aubrey is just getting so pissed, which I did think was a little funny. But then, like, literally, Aubrey's still looking almost nearby Genevieve, even after she catches her. And then Genevieve just finds it in less than a minute, which I just thought was hysterical.
That's so funny.
Like,
so funny.
Man.
Like, I love Genevieve. Like, I just thought it was hysterical.
Oh my god, I need to find this one image because it's so good. But you guys keep talking. I'm gonna try to find it.
But I thought it was a whole funny scene. It's like Genevieve again. She just finds it, but then of course it's another boomerang idol. But they're trying to remember who she spins it out.
Genevieve's found 2 idols this season, and neither of them are hers currently.
Yeah,
but truth be told, I feel like honestly, the 2 people she's given to are likely to get voted out with their own pocket. Or more likely is that Rizzo is an ally of hers.
Right, she gives it to Rizzo.
Which is a good move. And then Ozzy is Ozzy.
I will say, she did this time. I think the first one, she told everyone she was giving it to Aubrey. Not Aubrey. Ozzy. Sorry, thank you. The first one, she told everyone she was giving it to Ozzy. And then the second one, she said, like, no, I'm keeping this to myself. Like, she's not telling anyone about this one now.
It's a smart play. It's better to keep an idol secret than tell everyone.
Yeah.
Right, especially because then people are going to be like, who, like, where did Rizzo get it from if he plays it? Which I'm starting to question if that could come into play the next few episodes, actually.
It could. But yeah, I couldn't find the image I was looking for. But essentially, just like update on Genevieve's situation. Finds 2 idols, doesn't get any of them. Gets tribe swap to her only person from her original tribe being on a new tribe is the person she doesn't like. It's just like Genevieve's having a rough season.
Right. And so even though Genevieve is playing a good game and having the power on her side,
I feel like got punched around every corner.
Right. It feels like the editing is trying to make us think of like Aubrey as this underdog and like Genevieve as this like villain for like calling out Aubrey. And the direction they edit it because trying to make us think that when it's like, no, like Genevieve's playing a good game and like she should definitely like be trying to get Aubrey back in camp so that Aubrey can't find anything. Like, I don't know, but I do think it's good for Genevieve's game that she does keep it to herself, because if they're freaking out about Aubrey going out and finding something, then they may want to just vote her off, unless they're worried about Aubrey actually having something, which in that case it's bad for her game. But like, I think it works out pretty well for her, at least from what we see in this episode. But then we get to the meat and bones of the episode, the immunity challenge / reward. And basically, it's basically when they have to like go into water.
Zach
Brown. man, I'm so excited for Zach Brown, who I knew before this episode.
I'll say that challenge. I was going to say a challenge quickly, then we'll talk about the reward.
Yeah.
They basically have to swim to a ladder, and then they have to get 2 buckets of water. Or no, sorry, 2 buckets. Then they have to go over to a boat, unload sandbags from the boat, and then row the boat all like 6 feet to shore, and then push it to shore onto a rig or onto like a thing to like onto a rig to like push it up there, then move more sandbags, push it underneath a net thing, and then they have to do that arch puzzle.
I have a question, a genuine question. Other than the exile thing at the start, has there been a tribe challenge that hasn't been race, obstacle course, puzzle at all this season?
No, there's been race, obstacle course, throw, hoops,
or like in some form like obstacle course, race of some kind. I'm like, can we please get better challenges?
I know. Like I want to go back to like the head-on-head 101 challenges, but like I guess it's kind of hard to come up with like don't race and like do a puzzle.
It's hard to come up with challenges, yes, but it's not impossible. It's very possible.
It's creative.
Yeah, I want them to go to 2 tribes, and then do like more like head-to-head battles. Like that's fun,
right?
See.
Well, and that's a big problem. Is that like Jetpros doesn't like the ones that are like we all like Sumo at Sea, or the one where they have to like the very physical ones, which it's like I get on an injury level why he'd be concerned for it, but at the same time it's like, dude, like it'd be an easy immunity challenge to do. It shakes it out but doesn't make it like ABC. But here's the thing, there are even other ones that were kind of like puzzles but were entertaining, like Palau, where they had to do that slide puzzle, but it was on the water. Like, that's a very unique thing when you literally had the people moving in the water, going underneath to like move the piece up, because that's what it was like. Bobby, John, Ibrahim, and Stephanie doing it. Like honestly, like stuff like that. You can even make a puzzle an entertaining challenge. The problem is that you need to they need to do more with it.
There's no creativity to challenge.
Right. They're trying, but they didn't give creativity. Production wasn't being creative with the challenges, but one person decided to be very creative with a reward that they claimed he made all by himself. Zach Brown, cool.
Yes!
Sanctuary.
Yes!
Things happen. And he basically gives the winning tribe a reward. I'm just not going to bury the lead. I mean, Kahlo wins. Yeah. Which, I mean, I think, let's be honest, this challenge was not, I don't think it was really that fair of a challenge to do the arch, especially when they're bringing back Jonathan, because whatever tribe Jonathan was on was going to win, height advantage alone. I don't feel like it was really that fair to the other tribes.
But, like, Jonathan's tribe, I think, no, they won. Never mind.
They didn't win the first thing. They
did.
First place, though.
Yeah, they didn't.
That's what I said.
No, it wasn't. It was
they got
coach.
second.
It was the coach.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Colby
Never mind.
and
No,
No,
Joe
this
and
challenge didn't
others.
even come down to the
I
arc.
forgot.
It came down to,
Yeah, no, that's my bad. I
it came
forgot
down
Jonathan switched.
to Vatu being weak as shit.
Yes.
Which,
Yeah.
they could have used Q in this challenge. Truth be told.
That's what everyone at Pop in Milwaukee kept saying when we watched it there. Like,
No.
yeah, sorry, that's my bad. Yeah, no, you're right. I forgot. For some reason, I thought Jonathan was still in Kahlo. That's my bad. Yeah,
No.
Jonathan lost, but I still stand that it wasn't fully fair because Jonathan does have a height advantage. Like, if they should at least have had. I don't want to say they should have had at least one tall person in each tribe, but it's like, if you're gonna have a challenge like that, don't have it be where like one person can very clearly have an advantage like that, because I can kind of break that challenge so easily.
Yeah, but like from a producer perspective, they probably had that challenge set as like this is what the challenge is going to be, and they had a tribe swap before this, so like it was just like a random tribe swap, and then they like had this challenge set going into it. They were probably like, oh, this is going to be unfair, but we can't change it because this is what we have as the next challenge.
Right. No, I get that. Yeah.
It's kind of like, what are they going to do?
What are you gonna do? Sue me? And then they did, and it's like, oh no.
Well, the thing here too, though, is that so Kahlo wins, but I feel like if I recall correctly, like I think we go back to Sela after the challenge, right? Because it's like
we go immediately to Zach Brown band.
I don't. Hang on, let me check the episode. I thought
we don't hear from Sela after the challenge.
No, we do hear from Sela because I remember we heard from Dee because before the challenge, she's very emotional and she's like, "Yeah, I'm just trying to find it because I'm not." I thought
right after this challenge or whatever, because it's like right after the challenge we cut to the Zach Brown reward, and then we cut to Dee being upset about it later. No, we start with the reward. We start immediately with the reward because that's
we do. Yeah,
the
you're right. You're right.
Yes. Because apparently that's the thing that people are like really excited for.
Yeah, can we talk about how Zach Brown got more confessionals than fucking Tiffany in the last like 4 episodes? Like, how bullshit is that?
I
gotta be honest, it's really funny.
But like, also, if you're gonna get this celebrity to come on and like be on your show, you're gonna want to like. He probably got paid to do this. So like, you're gonna want to milk every dollar that you got out of him. So it's like, yeah, he's going to get a lot of screen time because that's kind of what this episode's built off of.
The funniest thing is that Zach Brown was all like, "Oh, I've watched Survivor. I've been a fan for years." And I'm back in my head, I'm like, "There's no way he remembers every single player he's currently sitting on a tribe with right now at this reward." I cannot. If he did know without production telling him and proves me wrong, great. Like, good for you. Prove me wrong, Zach Brown. But like, it's basically he goes out, fishes for them, cooks them a good meal, which I will say the food did look good. It did look good, and he did look like he was really good at cooking. So I mean, I would have been happy.
Yeah, he didn't have any help from production.
And it looked like, I mean, and again, like live music and food from a celebrity. Honestly,
I think it's a great reward. I think they focused on him too much.
Yes,
I think it's an excellent reward. I maybe give him one little mini confessional to talk about something. But like, I think it's a good reward as itself, just to be like, hey, we got a big celebrity who's a fan of the show to come out and give you guys a performance. And that's the reward. Great. Why do we have to spend so much time focusing on him?
Because spearfishing is cool.
They literally spoiled. If you were watching if anyone here watched the episode 3 trailer like the week before, they basically spoiled that Kahlo won this reward because they in the episode 4 trailer that just show like next time on Survivor at the end of episode 3, you literally like I just have Joe talking about Zach Brown, and like I'm like, yeah, it's very obvious Kahlo basically wins this reward. Like they literally just spoiled who goes on a reward and like which like group of 8 are not going to tribal council. Like,
no,
they did not do a good job of like hiding that.
They also didn't really need to hide that because when we saw the challenge, we're like, yeah, we think we know the outcome of this.
I mean, I don't think there's really much to talk about the reward, but like, it's kind of just a lot. I don't want to say it's like a lot of nothing, but it's kind of just a lot of like, it's a lot of good content. And again, the reward does sound so nice, but it's like they focus so much on it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of nothing. I'm gonna be honest, it's a lot of nothing.
I will say
I hated this
yeah.
entire segment. I'm gonna be honest. I skipped past most of it because I'm just like, this sucks. I don't care. I don't give a shit about this country singer I've never heard of.
To be fair, wait, you never
I've heard his song.
I've heard like a couple songs by him.
Yeah.
He's a good singer. I'll give him that. But like, Chicken Fried, I do like Chicken Fried. I've been listening to it since I was 10, and it always makes me hungry every time I listen to that song or think of it. But I haven't even.
Let me make sure he actually sings this before I make a fool of myself, which I probably have
beer on a
already.
Friday night?
Oh wait,
no, not that one.
Yeah, but yeah, we do go to Sela. While you're looking it up, I'll mention like we do briefly stop at Sela between a reward.
Oh, that's Toby Keith. Never mind.
He is genuinely upset. Dee's genuinely upset about the fact that they lost, and it's really more of an emotional thing for her. And like, I honestly feel bad for Dee because like, even during the episode, I was honestly kind of rooting for Sela to win because it's like I love Dee. Dee is still one of my favorite winners of all time up to this point. And the fact that like they got so close to winning and just narrowly lost, honestly, you just really feel bad for Dee. But the fact that they're focusing on Dee more than anyone else losing this challenge just almost kind of shows me that it's like, yeah, like Dee's definitely set up to go pretty deep. If there's
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's because of that. I think it's because she's genuinely like the Zach Brown fan out there.
Yeah.
Like one of two Zach Brown fans who are there, and the other one is on the reward.
Yeah. I will say, going back to like Zach Brown, and just like funny thing. I'm sorry.
30 minutes talking about Zach Brown?
No. I'm gonna spend like.
We're gonna spend less time than the episode did. Okay.
Yes. So, as someone who comes from a town where country music is very like people like country music, and we have like a huge country festival in our town, like seeing that Zach Brown he was like, oh, that's cool. Why is he here? But like that's cool. But like my parents were eating it up. Like I was watching it with my parents, and halfway at the like 15-minute mark of the reward, I was like, I'm gonna go use the restroom. And then like I come back and it's still going. I'm like, okay, fun. And like as soon as reward ended and like they cut back to like actual like Survivor stuff, my parents, I don't know if they were joking or not about this, were like, wow, we need more Zach Brown. We need more songs. And started to sing Zach Brown band songs. I'm like, no, we do not. We need Survivor.
We don't need that.
More at that point. Go watch a concert of Zach Brown on YouTube or something. Like,
they are also the quintessential white people who like country music. Like it is
cold
like,
truck, good beer.
Yeah, like they listen to like
I don't know
old country music, and it's like, no, I want to listen to something else.
The one thing I will say for Sela that I forgot to mention before, because I think it's the only other content we get from Sela this episode, is that Rizzo basically finds the Boomerang idol given to him by Genevieve, and then he's all like, he's like, I don't know how I pulled this off every season. He's like jumping up and down and like hyped up. I know Rizzo has played like LRGs before he did Survivor 49.
He has?
Yeah, I think someone said that online when he did like 49. Before he did 49, he did a bunch of like LRGs, and he's like pretty well known in the LRG community, which I do love that for Rizzo. But the fact that he literally says like, I don't know how I pull this off every season. I'm always on top, and I'm kind of like, if you don't know Rizzo's done. By the way, for those watching who don't know what an LRG is, it's basically a live reality game. Like basically stuff that like people will make their own versions of shows like Survivor, The Challenge, Big Brother, Traders, etc. They're honestly really fun. Like if you're wanting to play them, they're honestly really fun. Like Sam, Joey, and I have done Survivor Wisconsin so many times. I'm one of the OGs. I'd like to say I'm a little better than everyone else, but no, I'm joking. I'm joking.
And I did Survivor GSU.
I've never won.
Wow.
Wow,
you haven't won. That's crazy.
That we know of yet. But Sam's won. Yeah, Sam's won. Yeah, I mean, current season I'm on is airing. Do I win? Do I not? You have to find out and watch. But yeah,
also,
no.
I was like, going back to Rizzo being allergies.
Yeah, sorry, yes.
I have found that he was in Big Brother Hometowns, seasons 12 and 20, which was in New York. Google.
Well, I know, but like I didn't ever like look up which ones he played.
Google AI is very useful, okay? But anyways, he was on season 12, got 5th place after, yes, and it seemed like that season he was HOH twice, had a full Power Week 7, and one POV on week 11 to save himself, and then got evicted the week after. And then season 20, he was also there.
Yay.
Yeah. I'll see if...
Yeah, while you looked it up, I'm just going to keep going on to talk about Vatu, all right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's keep going.
We kind of go to Vatu, and this is kind of where the chaos starts. I feel like I'm going to kind of summarize most of it, and then we can go talk more into depth with it. Ozzy really wants Angelina out, but Mike White catches wind of this and then starts saying, no, let's not do that. Let's go for Emily. And then at one point, I know Emily doesn't like this, so then she and Christian talk, and Christian starts saying, like, I don't want Emily out because Emily's my number one. I need to keep her in this game. And then he trusts Angelina, but then he starts considering, let's go for Mike. Emily then at one point tells Mike that she heard his name. She's not Mike, sorry. She tells Ozzy she's heard Mike's name and that it's not Angelina because she wants to keep Mike in the loop with her. Ozzy's annoyed saying, no, it's Angelina, while Christian behind her is like, no,
shut the fuck up.
Like, he's like looking at her, getting so pissed off with Emily for just talking so much. And then, like, going into tribal, it's basically like Angelina, Mike, or Emily, with it likely coming down to Mike or Emily.
Look, this is such a Christian episode.
It is.
Episode. And I think there is, originally coming back to camp, it's...
I have a blanket on, by the way, because it's really
clear
cool.
It's Angelina, or it's some Dave vs. Goliath thing together. And I think the linchpin of this episode is the scene with Mike White and Christian, of course, talking about it, where Mike White brings up Christian's past. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is one way to lose Survivor, which Mike White did just then and there.
Right.
By basically pressuring, trying to force Christian into doing something. Like trying to force pressure him into making a move that he's not going to want to do.
Exactly. Like, well, literally, and I think the whole problem that led to Mike's downfall was the fact that he kept trying to push Christian to do this, and Christian clearly said, like, Emily is someone I want us to work with, and like, I want to get into some fun post-game stuff I've heard of Mike White, but like, Mike White and Christian, by the way, but like, we'll get to that later. But it's a very interesting episode with that whole Vatu thing alone. Like, is there anything in depth you two want to go with regarding the whole scramble period that we haven't already, or?
I find it funny how we get going from one episode where Angelina and Emily are super close to now Angelina basically voting Emily.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, if Angelina's thinking like it's me or Mike White, if it's Mike White or Emily, or me or Emily, like, she's gonna want to keep her ally Mike around, especially because she said they were friends outside the game going into it.
It's just the better move. It is the better move.
Oh, yeah.
For Angelina's game, it was better for her, yeah. Especially if she doesn't have that much of a connection with Emily up to that point. Just trying to think. Sorry, I keep rearranging my blanket because it's so cold in my room. I'm trying to think of what there is to say that I haven't already kind of blurted out. Joey, what do you think about this episode with the Vatu scramble portion?
I will say this, the whole Vatu scrambling thing was essentially the definition of emotional whiplash, of where it was like so good. It was like, okay, we're gonna do Angelina, like, it's the obvious vote, and they're like, nah, let's do Emily, she's chaotic, and Christian's like, I don't really want to do that, and then Mike's just like, I'm gonna emotionally manipulate you, suck it, and then Christian's just like, wow, he's doing that, I need to get him out, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And then Emily, doing Emily, being like, hey, Ozzy, like, they're targeting me, and then Christian being like, what the fuck are you doing? And actively be like, stop talking. And then it's just like Christian essentially determining who goes home here. And the whole time I was like, holy crap, what's going to happen? But like towards like when it got to the actual like going to tribal, I was like, oh, it's probably going to be Mike. Yeah, essential. Yeah. Look at this graph.
Yeah. So my thoughts is this end segment. Here's the thing. I was watching this late last night. This end segment is so good. It's so good.
so
It's like
good.
Survivor.
So good.
We
like
also got a plurality vote in 3 to 2 to 1, which is like hell yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like that's such a rare thing to occur.
It's like why did it have to be the fucking Zach Brown episode?
Zach Brown band! Yeah! Bring it back!
Why?
Bring it back!
Are you cosplaying as your parents right now?
No, I'm cosplaying as every middle-aged white person who lives in Wisconsin.
Oh my
God. I'm like, I love Survivor, but it pisses me off sometimes.
You're talking to the guy that gets pissed off at it like every other week about fucking game changers. I still am pissed off at Ghost Island. So my least favorite season ever. Like,
Don't say that. Don't say that. Island of the Idols exist.
I liked Janet.
Cool.
Janet.
I like
Okay,
Janet.
but who would hate Janet though? Janet was awesome.
Janet was
I
great.
will say Tommy was
Janet was
also a good winner.
Tommy was definitely I think a very underrated winner.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like even when he
But
came back,
he did get overshadowed by, one guy we prefer
Oh,
not
yeah.
to say.
oh yeah, no, there's a reason it's not that high on my list. I still think Ghost Island's worse, but the only reason I say I even explained some of my like season ranking video like that I did with Alex like a year ago, right after 48 aired. That, like I still have like Ghost Island as the bottom because the gameplay is just non-existent. Whereas at least in like Island of the Idols, people are trying to play the game. They're just getting screwed by like dumb twists. There's that whole situation that production handled very poorly. There's all sorts of other dumb shit, but at least people were trying to play the game. And for me, I was classifying my rankings on like 100% on like gameplay at hand. But like, yeah, I hate Ghost Island still.
Ghost Island
Tribal.
Sorry, yeah, let's go to Tribal. Which again, Tribal Council is very good gameplay, which is another thing I really like about like any episode of Survivor. There's good gameplay involved, of social strategy. And flat out, it's honestly just such a wild vote because we get one vote for Angelina from Ozzy, who again, so much tunnel vision. Maybe he really was trying to get that White Lotus cameo.
Or he just probably assumed that that everyone was going to listen to him.
It could be a little bit of both. A little column A, a little column B. Then there's 2 votes for Emily, I'm assuming from Mike and Angelina.
Yeah.
And then 3 votes for Mike from Stephanie, Emily, and Christian, who I think they roped in Stephanie at the last second. But yeah.
I think Stephanie was like there before Emily did her whole hey, they're going for me. Like I think Stephanie was like I think Stephanie was in on the plane before Emily was.
Right, yeah. It's like, oh yeah, no, I remember now, yeah. But like, I mean, the fact that Stephanie was like borderline the swing vote this episode, she could have like voted for Angelina, tied it 2-2-2. She could have voted for Emily, sent her home, or voted for Mike and sent him home, which she actually did. Like, Stephanie, regardless of how we want to say it, was kind of the swing vote. Like, in a sense, she was kind of like the swing vote, I feel like. She could have, anything she did could have gone the way she wanted it to.
I mean, yeah, it was essentially in her control. But the thing is, we don't see much from her about that.
Exactly.
Granted, I do think it's more in her control in general, but it seems like an obvious move. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Yeah, she has power, but if she goes the other way, it's not a good move.
Exactly, right. Yeah, it's like...
Christian is the one who has really all the say here.
Yes.
Exactly. Like, and the fact that Stephanie did have kind of that swing vote position and she still doesn't get a lot of content kind of makes me think that, like, yeah, like, she's definitely not... I don't feel like Stephanie's winning at this point.
No, I don't... She doesn't have a winning built up, but I feel like she goes far. Just by, like, how things are and how she got drunk that one time.
Exactly. But we do lose Mike White in this episode, which...
Oh, hello, I'm fine with it.
I'm surprised that he went because, like, from how, like, his edit kind of was giving me like like, oh, I'm here. Don't forget that I exist, but like, I'm not gonna be an impact yet. And then like
Yeah.
episode 3 happened, and you got like a lot of like screen time. Like, hey, I want to do this. I want to do that. I'm like, okay, maybe this is them building up his traction. And then he goes out the very next episode.
Well, the thing for me is that I feel like Mike White didn't get a lot of content the last few episodes to make it me feel like he had a stable story throughout the season. So when he started getting a lot of content early on this episode, I literally looked at Alex as we were watching the episode together. I looked at Morph where it said, like, yeah, Mike's probably going this episode because they wouldn't just randomly start giving him so much content early on unless he's like, they're about to like ship him off and make us like remember that he's existing. Because let's be honest, last episode with episode 3, more people were remembering Angelina and Emily and Christian more than they were Mike and Stephanie and kind of Ozzy to an extent, but like still. But at Tribal Council, because Ozzy again thinks that catching fish is going to secure his place in the tribe. And
to be fair, he didn't get any votes.
He didn't get any votes. No.
But then like they were like focusing so much on that, and it's like, okay, providing can help with their social game, but if you're solely relying on that and just assuming you're always going to get what you want in every vote, that's not going to help you in the game.
I don't know. He got 8 fish.
Oh my
He
god.
did get 8 fish.
But yeah.
Yeah, no, like literally, it's like every season Ozzy plays, he thinks providing is going to be the one thing that will make him win the game. When it's like, will it?
But like, here's the thing: I had hope in him because like the first couple episodes, he was like, "Yeah, I know I'm used to being this provider, but I don't want to do that anymore."
It's me, Oscar.
But, like,
I'm this new player, and then he decides to go fishing, being like, "Let me go fish up people. Maybe that'll make them trust me." I'm like.
It was literally Rupert in like I think it was All Stars or Heroes versus Villains where he says he doesn't want to be the provider and fall back in that role, only for him to literally go out, be the provider, and fall back into that role. Which
that's
how it happens.
Yeah,
it's just Ozzy.
But yeah, so post episode thoughts.
Yeah, honestly, I will say the trailer for episode 5, which I'll briefly get into that. Just because I think it might impact what we want to say next. Like, I think if we've all seen it, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so basically they pretty much say, like, hey, two tribes are going to tribal council, only one tribe's winning immunity, which I'm like, finally! Shout out to Alex.
Like, look, I've been watching, I'm like, why haven't they been voting people quicker? There's so many people. They're day like, 10. And there's not enough days.
There's like the only way they could get through it is sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just gonna say the only way they can really get through is not doing an insane amount of double tribals at this point is that they literally vote off one person every single day until the very end. Yeah, sorry, you can go next, Joey. Sorry.
I was gonna be like, unless that's like what they plan on doing, which is like they had like a flipping the reward challenge thrown in there, which made no sense. But like, I don't know. I feel like it's about time that they do a double tribal.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I do think once they hit merge, it's gonna be every day. Someone's getting out every day.
Well, yeah,
because I think they're gonna be like, look, season 50, we're going at a breakneck pace every day. It's gonna happen.
They should have expanded it back to 39 days if they're gonna pull this shit. Like they really should.
Yeah,
like,
no.
24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Let me do the math. Sorry. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. They could have worked out easily with 39 days, Jeffrey and CBS, but your cheap asses wouldn't do that. So you're just so insistent on 26 days. Sorry, off topic. Anyways,
dude, 26.
It's probably 26 days. At least if they expanded it to 30 and made it a full month, they still could have did more with that. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Joey. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying I'm trying to like figure out how many episodes are actually going to be on the season.
I thought I heard it was 13 to 14 again.
That's what I've heard. Which at that and like with like a 3-hour finale. So like
so they might do a wait, is that a finale including the reunion or is that like the finale
probably not including the reunion.
Okay.
Because like they're doing it live. So I assume they're gonna do a live reunion. Like they've done.
I'm assuming that there's gonna be if they're doing a 3-hour finale, not including the reunion, it's likely probably going to be like 6 people in the finale. Then they're not going to do 5 like they've done the last 9 seasons, because at this point they have 3 hours. They're going to probably have 6 people left, which means if they're doing that, say, episode 13 like they typically have done, that gives us another 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like 8 episodes for them to get rid of 11 people.
Yes.
I assume the merge is good. I thought I heard somewhere that the merge episode, or what people are assuming is going to be the merge episode, is going to be like 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours.
I could see like the merge being like one of those like, oh, here's you guys have merged, but like not really. We're gonna shuffle the tribes one more time, and like
you're
one
all going to tribal. All 3 tribes.
What is
Isn't this awesome?
I don't know.
Oh my god. They're going to do a 3 tribes of 5 thing at the merge. They're going to do a demerge of 3 tribes of 5.
Oh my
gosh.
They're going to.
They said all of them the tribes.
They're going to do an earn the merge thing at 15 where they're going to have 3 tribes of 5.
Oh my gosh.
If they do that, I say we riot at Jeff Probst's doorstep at dawn.
Because then what? And then they'd be like, oh, and then whoever tribe, whoever person lasts the longest for their whole section, the person who gets voted out there makes the jury. And it'd be like, oh my gosh, you're still going to do that. Oh my god.
I hate
that they keep doing the fucking split tribal. I keep saying all the time, they need to stop doing that. No, it doesn't provide good gameplay.
No, once you merge, you should merge. Because I feel like every single time there's been a split tribal at the merge, people just got screwed over who are in good positions.
Exactly. Michelle Yee, Survivor Fiji. Like, I've been saying for years, she needs to come back because she got royally fucked by what essentially became, what essentially was the base for Earn to Merge. But, sorry, for episode 5, though, they say 2 tribes are going to tribal council. But then in the trailer, they show a lot of Sela in that, which I feel like they're almost kind of spoiling that Sela's going. I feel like they didn't I don't feel like...
I think it's Sela and Vatu going to tribal.
Yeah, probably.
I think Sela's going to tribal. I think Vatu's going back to tribal.
Yeah. Yeah, I really definitely think that that's probably what it is. I mean, I think Vatu, it's kind of obvious. I'd be more surprised if they didn't because they suck. They suck at like challenges, so it's like they're likely going. But then you also get to like it's just the only thing that's making me think Sela is going back is just a trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that like with that trailer, they're very obviously talking about like Charlie versus Rizzo, and I mean I'm gonna be honest, I think it's very likely that and I'll talk about every single tribe. I think if Kala goes to tribal somehow, I think it's likely probably Genevieve goes because Aubrey would likely play her idol in that situation regardless of what happens.
Yeah.
And I think Genevieve ends up going by default because it ricochets then back onto her. I think if Sela goes, I think it's Charlie. I mean, I feel like they've made it very obvious.
Charlie's going to get a solid amount of screen time. Hi, Dan.
Hi, Dan. What about me?
Why do you lean to my Salmon Joey? What
about your Richie?
Yeah.
What about your Richie? I'm like yours and Trinity's adopted gay autistic son.
Hi, Dan. I'm here to defend you, I guess.
Hi, Dan. You voted me out, so like I don't know how I feel about you. Hi, Joey. Yes, suck it. Suck it, you two. 3 episodes of Survivor Wisconsin, and I get the respect. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Anyways, episode. Oh yeah. So
next episode.
If it's Kahlo, I think it's Genevieve. If it's Sela that goes to tribal next episode, I think it's Charlie. And if it's Vatu, I'm trying to think of who's left. It's Christian, Emily, Angelina, Stephanie, and Ozzy. They're not going to get rid of Ozzy, unfortunately. I think it's like... I think, honestly, they're not going to get rid of Ozzy. I think it's likely probably going to be one of Emily or Angelina. I mean, without Mike to protect Angelina, I think it could be her. I mean, I feel like
Angelina is probably the most in trouble. I'm gonna be honest, actually. The more I think about it, I don't think they're going.
I don't know. Who do you two think are the next two or the next ones to go for if each tribe goes to tribal council next episode? Because it is a double.
Genevieve, Charlie, or Tiffany or Genevieve. One of those two.
Oh, I actually could see it being
Charlie, and then probably Angelina. That's the only one I'm really having a hard time coming up with an answer.
Yeah, because I feel like with that tribe, the Vatu tribe, it's just so like anything can happen. Like Christian could flip and go.
As Will would say, anything goes.
I don't know, like I could see maybe them like targeting Ozzy. Ozzy gets a hold of this because of Emily. Ozzy plays his idol and just like chooses anyone to go home, and flipping Christian goes. Like I could see that happening. I could see a world where they're just like, screw it, let's just get rid of Angelina. I could see like they all have reasons to why they could go. So it's just anyone from that tribe can go. I think Charlie's just dead in the waters. We're getting screen time of him. He's doomed.
He's just not doing a lot to really show that he's not fucked. Like he's just sitting there complaining about Rizzo. By the way, people watching, if you have any questions you want to ask, start asking them now, and then we'll answer them in a few moments.
They're gonna get Rizzo.
Yeah. And then, I think Genevieve's out unless she can do someone can do a good job convincing Aubrey that she's safe.
Split.
I don't see Tiffany going because she's actually like trying to work with Aubrey. So like if Aubrey prays her idol, she's definitely voting for Genevieve. And I think it's one of those two going.
Right. I don't think there's like really I don't know. For me, it could be, for all we know, it could somehow like all it takes is one bad episode for it to ricochet onto Tiffany. But I don't think right now I could see it. But I do honestly think that there is a chance it somehow could. It is Survivor. Anything could happen. We've seen people go from like perfect positions, and then the next episode they're like suddenly on the block, about to be taken off, like head lopped off. Like, I don't know.
Survivor, baby.
Yeah.
How'd Jamil say it? Welcome to Gibbs Games, baby. Welcome to Survivor, baby.
God.
Ow! Hit my face trying to pull my blanket up.
Gosh.
Oh my gosh. By the way, shameless plug for Gabe's Games as well. This is a whole episode of like just shameless plugs.
Hi, welcome to Plug.
Welcome to
What If Plugs. No, Gabe's Games.
Plug the
That's
podcast.
a very different channel.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys keep talking for a minute. I'm just gonna grab another blanket because I'm not having luck with this blanket.
Yeah. So while we wait for Richie to come back,
Like 2 seconds.
Eurovision 2026.
No, we don't need to. That's a separate treat. Sorry.
I'm back. I forgot I had these shorts on. No wonder I'm cold.
I will say there is a question in chat if we do want to get to that. And it is a segue to something you want to talk about that we forgot about.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me. So we have 2 questions. I'll get this one first because we mentioned it first. What are your thoughts on the online interviews where Mike White tells us he's not friends anymore with Christian? Why are they taking the game so personally? I did actually hear that. I'm just trying to situate this blanket because I'm really cold. My room is freezing right now. But yeah,
I have a question. Were they like close friends to begin with?
That's what I heard, is that they were. I don't think they were like friends, but I did hear they were like friends, and that apparently when Christian blindsided Mike, that apparently I think Mike said that they had not talked since Survivor 50. I heard a rumor that after Mike got voted off, he didn't even stay on Ponderosa. He just left the island. It's like I heard that Mike was incredibly angry at Christian. We're not incredibly angry, but I heard he was very upset because I think they were friends on the island. So I think he was kind of like hurt on a personal level. Of how I'm like bundled up like that Simpsons meme right now. Like, sorry. Anyways, but yeah, it's like there's that. Angelina, I think, said she wasn't really ever friends with Christian to begin with and only trusted Christian because Mike White said to trust Christian, even though she was wary of Christian. So I won't be surprised if that's also a part of the concern. He left. Yeah, I think he left Ponderosa because of his work thing. Because if I think he was worried about losing money, which I don't think it was like too much of a bitter thing. If he did, I don't know if he did. I heard a rumor he did, but like I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But back to the Mike White thing. Yeah, I heard he didn't even bring his he was genuinely blindsided, which I can't imagine also didn't play a part in it because it's like. I mean, flat out. I mean, he got blindsided. He didn't even bring a stuff with him to travel. Like he was convinced he was heading back. Like
that's always the best kind of blindside.
Oh yeah.
Jonathan Penner, Cook Islands.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think those are my thoughts on it. I mean, like Mike White, honestly. Here's the thing. I've said this before. I don't think Mike White should have been on 50. I think he should have been on like a second chances too. I think that would have been a much better season for him, where he could have not coasted, but he could have like Mike White was a player who said he wanted to come back to redeem himself, and he wanted to play the game and actually win and essentially redeem himself from David versus Goliath, where he essentially gave the win to Christian. Whereas 50, a lot of players are just playing because A, it's a lot of their last chances to play, and B, a lot of them are playing to win. And they're getting so aggressive. Like, they're not going to care about a redemption story. They're going to see it as a threat. Whereas second chances, everyone has a redemption story and is going to be able to empathize with it. So it's kind of like, Mike White would have been better in second chances too. And not like someone like a Sean Rector or a Shane Powers or like a Kenny from Gabon. Like someone like old school, like old school, who hasn't gotten a chance to come back and likely may not be able to after 50. I think it should have been to them to get a chance to come back. So, what do you two think about this?
I mean,
I don't care if I'm being honest. I just don't care about like the stupid. It's stupid. It's like, look, yeah, they voted each other out. They're not friends anymore. Good job. Yeah, you don't be friends anymore.
I
like,
think
people change, and I'm gonna be honest. I don't like Mike White that much.
Alex loves Mike White.
Like, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't.
Yeah.
He just like he gives such fake vibes.
Have you ever watched The White Lotus though?
No.
I do recommend it. Actually, it is actually a really good show. I will give him credit where it's due. He does produce a really good show. Season 2 is not the best, but even the location is beautiful. Like he does do a good job with it. I will say that. It's a really good show.
I just feel like someone, especially after he pulled like that one on Q, like the episode before, and then like got his comeuppance the very next episode, and he seems angry about it. It's like that's just being bitter. Like, I can do this to you, but like it's almost like a bully. Like, I'll bully you, but as soon as you resist and bully me, that's not cool.
Yeah.
So, but like I can see how he's trying to like make it seem like he's okay, just so that he can be like, I need to protect my reputation so that my show does well. It's more of like he's probably like hurt that like, you know, the people he thought you could trust voted him out. But like, I don't know.
Survivor.
Yeah, it's a game. You gotta like play the game, and the game he got in the game, and he just got screwed.
Right. Honestly, it's like Mike. I don't want to say he got screwed. I mean, I think the swap was not the ideal try. Even though going in, I thought it was a perfect try for him. But the fact that he kind of played himself out of the game.
No, he fucked himself. Like, to be told, he like it is his fault he lost.
Sorry. Yeah, but like Mike White just, and I do love that one of our viewers agrees with me that you two need to watch White Lotus.
I don't watch television. That's the issue.
It's on HBO Max.
I don't.
It's not television. It's stream.
Let me talk before I just leave. Like I don't have like a reason to watch television. Like I'm busy with, you know, work and stuff, and then like I'm not working. I want to like do other stuff. Like I just don't watch TV. Like I'm now just starting to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender, the Netflix show, So it's like there's so much other things I would rather watch than the White Lotus thing. So, it's just
But yeah.
No, Joey.
All right, bye, Joey. Bye, Joey.
Bye.
So,
Actually, the next question was for Joey. Actually, the next question actually is for Joey. It says, "Wait, episode 3.
I'm taking the chair.
What did he think of the? What did he think of the opening credits? Any clues in there, Joey?"
Why me specifically?
I don't know. That's why I was hoping you didn't just actually leave, because I was like, "This is an actual."
yeah, Joey. Anything interesting in there?
You know what? It was very cool. You know what? You know what they did? I just googled opening credits. Why did I do that? I should probably episodes. I don't know. I think it was cool. I feel like a lot of it was they just showed like the challenges they'd done before, but like, there's no like rhyme or reason to I think like where they threw the vote off, because it kind of just threw the three people who got voted off just randomly in there. To where I don't think there is really any clues you can get from it. If you're analyzing that frame by frame by frame, you must be either A, doing it for YouTube, or B, you just have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Like, I don't analyze it. I was like, oh, it's cool that this happened. Like, yay, this is going on. But like, I didn't pay much attention to it. I was like, this is cool that they did it. Now, let me watch Survivor.
I love the Survivor theme song. I actually am happy they've kind of brought it back more in like episodes 3 and 4, whereas in like the first 2 episodes they didn't say shit about it. Like, I'm just kind of like, why? Like, I mean, they could have shown it. Like, I mean, the first episode I kind of get. There's so much I have to pack in a premiere. But then the second episode, it's like, why? Like, what were you hiding in the second? Like, what did you have to show in the second episode that you couldn't have? I don't know. I mean, we can always go to the next question, well, because if you're looking into that, Joey, for the intro, we can definitely look into the next thing.
No, I'm not. No.
I thought I heard you clicking something. That's why I thought you were.
I was, but then I was like, nah, because, yeah.
One of our viewers has a prediction. Survivor Twist predicts. I got a prediction. Aubrey quits because of Mr. Beast.
I hope they don't do a quit for Mr. Beast. I don't.
No.
It's so dumb, and it goes against everything Survivor stands for to have a quit.
I know. Like,
Considering how Jeff is like hates quitters.
He hates, he hated. I mean, he hated Austin for quitting in Pearl Islands. But I will say, Austin, if you really hear the story about his quit, it validates it a tiny bit, because he was like suffering from, I think it was like a staph infection that he wasn't able to get treated on the island. There was like, I think, some type of parasites half the players were dealing with. There was a lot of shit. I think like the production was not like, there was a lot. I think I would definitely recommend looking it up, because it's a little bit more validating if you kind of hear why he quit and what was really going on that they didn't show on screen. But like, I mean, Jeff Probst notoriously, even like when Jenna quit, like Probst got so annoyed with her for it. He seemed so annoyed in the moment about it, and started talking more about how it's like a detriment to the tribe, and showed that angle of it. When it's like, okay, dude, her mom is dying. Like,
yeah.
Here's a temptation.
Quit right now. We'll give you $50,000. No,
I'll be honest, I still haven't watched Beast Games. Alex kept telling me to watch it. The last year, over a year now, and my ADHD on my ass keeps forgetting.
I watched season 1 and it was bad. And then I watched like glimpses of season 2 and it got better because it didn't have 1,000 people.
Right.
But like, it was also like, I don't know. It just felt like very, very, very long Mr. Beast YouTube videos. And like, I don't know. It just seems not like, you don't need to watch it.
Yeah.
It's trying to be something that it shouldn't be.
Oh, here we go. We got some more clarification regarding the question for you before, Joey. Says the only shot in the credits you're truly supposed to remember is Coach's, honestly.
Fine, I'll Google it. Oh my gosh. Okay, fine. Let me see.
It's like I think it's like the
Survivor.
first one if I remember
Survivor
correctly.
50 opening credits.
I think after this we wrap this up.
Yeah, there's like
Well,
only
yeah,
there's only like one other comment I'm gonna highlight, but then after like that will
No.
I actually do just want to see Joey's reaction too.
I will say,
I did see the comment.
It's cool.
I like that a lot more.
What coaches?
No, the second comment that we're going to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what comment?
You'll see.
Okay, cool.
I think like having
no.
an immunity risk or something for the double of the prize money.
Yeah,
That's cool.
That's a great idea.
What do you mean watch Coach? Coach has nothing. He does
you
his
mean
whole life.
Yes. He really does the pose, the yoga pose.
Yeah. What's
It's
that
Coach
supposed to
G.
be?
It's Coach G.
Yes, it is cool that we're getting Coach G, but we've already seen it. There's nothing that will give us more information on the season. It's just Coach G.
I know, that's why it's iconic. And the fact that it's the opening one too, it's iconic. I'm glad
Yes.
on.
No. From what I've heard, also he like almost didn't like say yes, and then all of a sudden he's just like, "Nah, screw it, I'm back on."
He will, because he's trying to claim he was retired like Brett Favre. That's how he phrased it, which I actually thought was even like I knew that one after I think like after I heard about it, I was like, yeah, even like I was like, yeah, Coach is on 50. I mean, always a great casting pick.
Oh yeah.
If someone risks their life to double the prize money,
I would leave.
Well, no. If it's like a you risk your immunity challenge or something.
Oh, I thought they meant like they're actually gonna risk their life to like double the prize money. Because I was like, I can actually see someone like
Survivor
for the integrity of the game or something. I don't know.
Wait, hold on.
Here's something I have an idea of, and this is gonna be like not gonna happen, but this is an idea I just had. What if they do something where it's like, for today's challenge, if everyone agrees that no one wins immunity, the prize money gets doubled.
Wait, okay. So you know how I was just making fun of people for hyper-analyzing the opening credits? Hi, it's me. I accidentally over-analyzed the opening credits. Talking about the double or nothing thing. You talked about that, and I saw something, and I was like, I hate myself. But in the opening credits, there is a coin that is spinning around in circles. And you would never believe whose name is engraved on that coin.
Mr. Beast.
I see Beast on it. But it's also...
Chat, we're cooked.
Hold on. I'm trying
Mr. Beast!
Mr. Beast!
Sam, he likes your idea, by the way. They like your idea.
No, yeah.
Yeah, it just says Mr. Beast.
It's not gonna happen, but I like.
Yeah, the Beast logo's on the back of it. So yeah, it's probably going to be a coin flip to like double the prize money, or you lose your vote or something.
I could see something like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So with that in mind,
I
think is there anything else we want to say before we close it out?
I'm watching the rest of the credits to see if there's anything else dumb like that.
I don't think I have anything else to say. I'm enjoying the season minus the Zach Brown hour.
Right. Zach Brown experience hour.
TM.
The Zach Brown also isn't like making it like, oh, the season sucks now. Like, I still think it's a great season. It just, I feel like some of the things they're trying to do are unnecessary.
Right, they're trying to make it big because they have all these returning players on, but it's almost like the 41 of returning seasons right now. They need to just lay off and let the players lead the game, not the game leading the players.
Yeah.
The fan reaction is the worst in history after our. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's the lowest IMDb rated episode. IMBD or IMDb, whatever it is. Thank you. Yeah, it's the lowest rated episode in like since the 41 premiere.
Yeah.
Like, it is not, dude. And I kind of feel bad for Zach Brown because like he was probably so excited to get out there, so excited to show his family the episode. Now it's kind of all this like backlash against him because of the editors and their choice.
Honestly,
I feel a little bad for him. It's a nightmare to be a fan of your favorite show, get out there and be the one episode you make a cameo on is like the worst episode of all time. Like I feel a little bad for him for that, but
like also Mr. Beast is coming up, so that's probably gonna be worse.
Oh, true. Yeah. Like they
But
really had the fans vote on other aspects of this.
But yeah, I'll be honest. If you're Zach Brown and you get to go on your show, who cares if the episode does well or not? You got to do the show. If you like what you got to be a part of on the show, then who cares what everyone else thinks? Like, if you're happy, be happy. Like, I don't care. If I became famous and got to be like on the Survivor episode and it was edited like that and people hate it, I would be like, who cares? I was on Survivor. I got to do something fun.
I did it.
Screw you guys.
Yeah.
Screw you guys. I'm living home.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
All right.
All right. So with that in mind, I think we are gonna close it off here. I want to say thank you to everyone who watched today. The next time we'll be back on, hopefully, will be in a couple weeks after episode 6 is hopefully the goal. Hopefully by then we'll either have reached a merge or we'll be about to reach a merge. Hopefully, who knows? I definitely don't. You guys don't. But CBS probably does. Yeah. So
if they did, I'd be concerned.
We'll be back after episode 6 airs, and we'll have some type of breakdown talking about it and our thoughts with it. It'll be really fun. Maybe we'll bring in some other people too. Maybe we'll bring back Stibe, as he couldn't make it today.
Ooh.
But with that in mind, thank you everyone for watching. Enjoy more Survivor. Survivor Wisconsin, Challenge Wisconsin, Midwestern Survivors, Zoom Traders. What were other plugs you guys want to shamelessly do right now at the end?
No, I'm not gonna say that. Not gonna say that.
What?
I'll say afterwards.
All right. No, I got nothing. It's fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun Survivor games, so
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for watching. Have a great day, everyone.
Yep.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace.